declaration has just been done here, and we'll try and get for which constituency. So let's speak to the member who has been declared winner of this constituency. All right, so this is for the Ahafonu North constituency. Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe of the NPP polled 20,353. Kwasi Eduse of the NDC polled 20,232. So this means that the NPP candidate has been. Can I please take a picture of it? The NPP's candidate has been declared the winner for Ahafo-Ano North. That is one of the constituencies that has been disputed, and so that is currently settled. There are also coalitions ongoing here. Excuse me, sir, this is for which constituency? Which constituency? Okay, that's already done. The Sama Adredri is already done. Hello. Hello, ma. I know. Are you? Excuse me, ma. What's the agitation? There is a lot of confusion on the Ablikman North table. The NDC doesn't seem to agree with what's ongoing here. Mr. Tanku. Hello, sir.
Don't listen to that nonsense. Don't listen to that nonsense. Don't listen to that nonsense.
All right, so let's get the declaration.
Verify those 25. The rest of other polling stations, we hold on till the commission gives. So we are holding on until the commission gives a final determination. I have come to the end of my work. I refer everything to the commission. The commission should take over. I'm done. Thank you. Now we have 62 outstanding polling stations. 25 of them NPP has tendered in. NDC must also bring their pin sheet for us to confirm those 25. If we are able to do those 25, we will left with 37. As it stands now, we are left with the 62 polling stations not collated. I'm done. No, I'm not declaring today. I'm referring everything to the commission for the commission to take its own decision. I'm done with my work because I cannot continue with this recollation again. My name, yes. What I'm saying is that NPP tendered in 25 of them, and NDC must also come to the table and verify those 25. And then the 37 left is outstanding. So now making 62 outstanding with 25 to be verified by NDC. Now I hand over everything to the commission. I'm done. Your name. I have authenticated the one. It's left with NDC to say yes or no, because that was the game we began. The game was when you bring a pin sheet, your other side will say yes or no. So it is up to them to come and say yes or no. As I'm the returning officer of Ablikman for Bay Vicent.
Why are you trying to
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. The fact is that as I stand here, I don't have any document to continue, and both parties are also not having. I'm coming. I have not given a document to NPP.
I'm saying that at the polling station.
Yes, and I'm coming. And NPP cannot continue to even give me the 37 left. They are saying they have scanned seats. The scanned seat came from a primary source, so I need that primary source. So
Destroyed by the NDC.
that is you have to prove it. So what I'm saying is that those 37 I cannot continue because both sides cannot give me anything to work with. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So That was the returning officer for Ablekuma North. As things stand, um, he says he is unable to continue with the recollation exercise because uh, he doesn't have the documents to do that recollation exercise. Now, some of the he doesn't have pink sheets for some of the polling stations, which include about 62 polling stations. He tells us that for him, he is done with what he's supposed to do here. He's referring the matter to the Electoral Commission. We asked him if he feels threatened or he's uncomfortable. He says no. He is leaving the premises of the Electoral Commission. He is unable to continue because 62 pink sheets are not available for him to continue with the process. So he has referred the situation to the commission to make a determination on the way forward. I'll try and speak to the NPP's candidate. Hello, ma. This is ChannelOne TV. I understand that the process for your constituency has been halted. What do you make of this? Hello. Hello, Madam Efri. Hello, Madam Efri. Well, she's refusing to talk to us. But the story from the Ablekuma North constituency recollation table is that the returning officer has halted the process. He's truncated the process because he does not have the full complement of the pink sheets for the polling stations to be able to continue with the recollation exercise. We'll try. So this here is the Dom Kwabena recollation table. Officers of the commission, I see the NPP's candidates, Michael Quay Jr., keenly observing the process. Hello, sir. It's been about how many hours? About 3 hours since this process started. Would you say that it's been peaceful?
Collation is a simple work, and you said that it's simple.
Would you say that it's been peaceful?
We are moving people to your stance, please. Move towards your stance.
Listen to me.
I beg you.
All right,
Move
but
towards your stance.
I'm talking to my boss
The
now.
place is congested. Please move towards your stance.
All right, so there's a barricade that's been erected for media. We'll just try and move there as we continue to get pictures for you here on ChannelOne TV. This is our live coverage of the recollation of outstanding polling stations here at the regional office of the Electoral Commission. So far, 3 constituencies have been declared. Obuasi East originally was declared for the NBC. It has now been overturned and declared in favor of the NPP. Also, Temas Central has been declared for the NPP's Charles Forson. The NPP's Charles Forson. And Nsomi Adredri has also been declared for the Majority Chief Whip, the Honorable Frank Ano Dompre. This is our live coverage of the recollation exercise at the regional headquarters of the Electoral Commission. My name is Charles Osukumi, and you're watching ChannelOne TV. All right, so what you see in your pictures now, the NPP's candidates for Ablekuma North Equia Ousua conferring with their party agents, trying to jojo and find a way forward after the returning officer for that constituency truncated the process and decided to not continue with it anymore. 9 constituencies were outstanding by morning. 3 of these constituencies have now been declared all in favor of the NPP. These include Obuasi East, Tema Central, and Nswam Adwajiri. So the NPP's candidate for Obuasi East, Patrick Boachi Yadom, he won by 18,558 votes. Samuel Abuaje of the NDC polled 18,539 votes. Ajay Ousua also polled 424 votes. And so Patrick Boachi Yadom declared winner of Obuasi East. Let me also mention that the Ahafo Ano North constituency has also been declared in favor of the NPP. So the NPP's candidate for Ahafo Ano North, Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe, winning with 20,353 votes. His opponent, Kwesi Edusei, polled 20,232. That brings the number of recollated constituencies to 4, if you include Ahafo Ano North. Now, that means that 5 more constituencies are outstanding here, and that includes Domiko Abenya, Ahafo Ano Southwest, Alwyn, and 2 other constituencies here. This is still the ChannelOne TV, and it is our live broadcast from the Recollation Center here at the Electoral Commission's regional office. Hello, sir. It's been a good morning for you, I can see. The majority leader, Alexander Afenyomaken, is here. He's all smiles. You have 4 done already, all in your favor. How do you feel, sir?
Prayer.
You're still praying. You've been praying all morning.
Prayer.
So it's looking like it will be a good day for you. It's looking like it. It started well. So congratulations. You have 4 in the bag already. We have 5 to go. You're hoping to bag all the other 5.
Prayer answered everything.
You're praying that all the 5 will be sealed, done and dusted by close of work here today. Yeah, that's confidence. I mean, you're confident in what has been done here. No, he's my boss. He's my boss. He understands. He understands the work that we do. The NDC said that he had secured some stay of execution on this process. Do you have anything to say about that? I can't believe my own majority leader doesn't want to talk to me.
You'll talk at the right time.
I was just trying to tease a few words from the majority leader, the Honorable Afenyo Marking. He has been here since morning observing the process with his lieutenants, trying to make sure that the coalition process is done and done rightly, and ultimately in favor of his party, the NPP. The NDC won this election quite handsomely. President John Mahama has been elected by more than 1 million votes. The party is on course to achieving a historic majority in Parliament. And so these disputed seats, they represent a lot of importance for the NPP majority now, which is just about in a few weeks turning into the minority in the House. People have teased them as the mini minority, but it's not looking good in Parliament for the NPP. So they're trying all they can to get these seats in their favor. It's a bit calm now in the room. Earlier, there were heated arguments between Dafiameko, the metro officer of Tema Central, E.B. Bright. Just about a few minutes ago, at the Ablikuma table, the NPP's candidate, Akuya Osefriye, who is a former member of parliament, and the NDC's candidate and her supporters, all involved in an argument leading ultimately to the truncation of that process at Ablekuma North. The presiding returning officer deciding to stop with a recollation exercise because he did not have the full complements of the pink sheets needed. 62 of them, he did not have access to those pink sheets. So he had to truncate the process. I'll just walk here and try and get scenes and sounds from the Electoral Commission's. All right, I'm not crossing. The Electoral Commission's strong room here where recollation is being done. The Honorable Patrick Boma is watching keenly the Ablekuma, the Okankwe Central recollation exercise. Remember, the NPP needs people like the Honorable Patrick Boma, who have experience in Parliament, and leaders in the House to continue to be in the House and keep its front together and help build a credible minority. So they've been very particular about the Okankwe Central seat, where some disturbances over there, according to the NPP, caused the returning officer to declare Baba Sadiq as the winner. They have disputed that, and the courts have now declared that all these seats be recollated. That is currently what is happening here at the Electoral Commission's regional office here in Accra. I'm not coming there, sir.
This place, it was only a Hapuano North here. Only a Hapuano North declared here.
I don't hear anything. If you're watching ChannelOne TV this afternoon, this is our coverage from the Electoral Commission strong room at its regional office, where recollation of outstanding constituencies has been happening since morning. They were doing this recollation for 9 constituencies, and so far 4 constituencies have been successfully recollated. These are Obuasi East, Tema Central, Nsawa Madwadri, and Ahafo Ano North. Now, I just saw the Director of Elections of the NPP come in. Mr. Nimakon, good day, sir. Good to see you. We've been here since morning. I'm sure you're here to observe the process. Already 4 constituencies have been declared in your favor. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, we had made the case that the result from all these polling stations in the constituencies will indicate that the new Patriotic Party sponsored candidates have won. We only asked that all stakeholders must appreciate where we are coming from. Issue of de-escalation, issue of going through the process properly has been the call. And I'm happy that at this point, we appreciate what the law is. And so we should all help. You, the media, covered this whole exercise when it was being done December 7 and December 8. So you should be able to tell the public, please, let's go through, let's make sure the law is as it is. And let nobody think that you are too big and can change the order. What is the CI saying? And let's go through it. Thank you.
Your cousins from the NDC, they've abandoned the process. Some of them are here, but generally they have not been as interested because they said that they secured a stay of execution on this process. The Electoral Commission said they've not been served. What do you make of the NDC abandoning the process?
Please, that's their decision. I cannot be their spokesperson. The EC extended invitation to parties for this exercise. If it had all been circumspect, the way we took things from the constituency level, we wouldn't have been here today. It's moved on from constituency to region to national, and now here again. So please, let's help to make sure we get it right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. The Director of Elections of the new Patriotic Party, Evans Nimako, there, also just coming in to observe the process on behalf of the NPP. There is a heavy police presence, security presence here at the Electoral Commission's regional office. I tell you, there are police officers, there are prison officers, there are immigration officers, even military officers. Not in the coalition rooms, but I've seen military vehicles outside the premises of the Electoral Commission. Remember that the Electoral Commission had made accusations against the National Election Security Task Force for failing to provide them with security to continue to resume the recollation processes. Now, a day after that, we're told that there was a meeting on December 19 when the Electoral Commission made these allegations. There was a meeting where the National Election Security Task Force did give assurances to the Electoral Commission that enough men, enough security measures would be put in place for the Commission to resume their recollation exercise. So that is what has brought us here today. I must admit, the police officers have been around. Even media people have not been spared from the operations of the police. We've been cordoned off in a very small area. Occasionally, we're allowed to go in there when there are declarations to be made. So that there's top-notch security here. Only accredited people are allowed in here. So you can see this is an accreditation for recollation exercise. This is a special accreditation. A special accreditation which has been given to media and representatives of the political parties. All have to be here with their accreditation. Otherwise, they won't be allowed into the coalition room. So now we're told that Okankwe Central is ready to be declared, and so we'll just go and get that for you. The Honorable Patrick Boama is looking pensive, standing behind what I imagine is the returning officer for Okai Kwe Central. So, viewers, stand by as the returning officer does the declaration.
Hello. Good afternoon, media. My name is Harrison Kwabna Ejakwa, Deputy Returning Officer for Kankwe Central. Per the court order given yesterday and by the EC directive that we have to recollect the left polling stations that were not added to the previous declared one. That in total they were 31. So that is by the court order we came to add the 31 polling stations to make it 141 centers, including special voting. A previous declaration, Patrick Yabuama got 14,949, and Abdullah Abubakar Sadiq got 15,383. By the 31 polling stations added today, Patrick Yabuama got 6,150, and Abdullah Abubakar Sadiq got 3,985. Total for Patrick Yabuama is now 21,099, and total for Abdullah Abubakar Sadiq is 19,368.
Can you repeat it?
The total valid votes cast for Patrick Yabuama is 21,099. And total valid vote cast for Abdullah Abubakar Sadiq is 19,368. Total rejected is, total valid votes is 40,467. And rejected ballots, total rejected ballot is 198. Of the votes in the box is 40,165. Per the results, and by the court order, I do hereby announce and declare that Patrick Yabuama has been elected as the MP for Okankwe Central Constituency. Thank you.
I know you've all waited for some time to listen to the declaration. In elections, to compete is part of democracy. To lose is part of democracy, and to win is also part of democracy. So let me congratulate my competitor, the National Democratic Congress, and also use the opportunity to thank the teaming supporters of the NPP in the Okankwe Central Constituency and the National Party at large. We fought a good fight, we waged a very good campaign, and God has been so good to us. We thank the good Lord for giving us victory. Thank you for the support from the leadership of our party and from Parliament. You can see the majority leader here, and some members of Parliament, as well as some members of the general public and the constituency around to support and witness this very important declaration. I thank you very much, media, for your presence. God bless you.
Chairman, I'll go home. Chairman. All right, so Patrick Yabuama, they're speaking to us, now declared winner for Okankwe Central. I'll try and tease a few words out of them. They're having a photo moment when they are done. That brings the number of recollated constituencies to 5, all in favor of the new Patriotic Party, Obuasi East, Tema Central, and Swam Adwadri, Ahafo Ano North, and now Okankwe Central in favor of Patrick Boama. So it looks like it's been a good day for the NPP during this recoalition exercise. That seat, Okankwe Central, was initially declared in favor of the NDC's Baba Sadiq. The Electoral Commission has now added results from 31 polling stations and have now overturned the earlier declaration, which was done in favor of Baba Sadiq, now in favor of Patrick Boama, the Member of Parliament, sitting Member of Parliament for that constituency, one of the leaders of the NPP in Parliament. Leader, 5 now. You're still praying.
Prayer, prayer, prayer.
All right, the majority leader has been praying since morning.
Prayer, prayer, prayer.
The majority leader has been praying since morning, and it's been good. It's been good for the NPP. They will have all the 5 that have now been declared yet. 4 more constituencies left. We have the Dom Kwabenya seat. You have Alwyn. You have Ahafo Ano Southwest. Now, let me mention that the Okankwe Central seat, there was a bit of dispute there. The candidate for the NDC, Baba Sadiq, he disagreed with the processes that was ongoing at that recoalition center. So he actually abandoned the recoalition midway, and because he says that he stands by the earlier declaration and is not in agreement with the recoalition exercise that was currently ongoing here because of some disputed pink sheets. So he left, and the declaration was done without the NDC for the Honorable Patrick Boama. So on the pink sheets, it's only the NPP's representatives that have signed on that pink sheet that has now been declared in favor of Patrick Boama. We've not had any major incidents in the past few minutes. Generally, it's been a calm atmosphere here with the police keeping law and order. Occasionally, you would hear people argue, but that has just been it since morning, since we got here. So the recoalition is ongoing for the constituencies that are left, and we'll just try and just have a look around and see what's happening here at the Electoral Commission's regional office here in Accra. This is ChannelOne TV. We're bringing this to you live on our television. We are the Election Bureau, and we've been with you throughout this election process, pre-election, on election day, the counting, collation, declaration of results, post-election. And we've been your authority on this 2024 elections, as we have covered all the angles for you here on ChannelOne TV. Where I'm currently standing at the Dom Kwabenya table, where the Honorable Michael Kwe, Chairman, you have 5 now.
We are not done. The process is still ongoing. You are aware of that. Yes, we are done with, in my region so far, we are done with Tema Central. We are also done with Okankwe Central. We are left with Ablekuma North and then that of Domi Kwabenya. With Ablekuma North, we had issues with
that has been truncated. The presiding officer says you cannot continue, and he's referring it to the Electoral Commission. What do you propose is done for Ablekuma North?
Say it again.
Yeah, what do you propose is done for Ablekuma North?
Well, you see, we have a situation where those guys managed to snag some of our pink sheets, also that of the EC. And the NDC is also claiming that they also don't have the full complement of their pink sheets. In our case, you know, this whole arrangement started from other constituencies. So just when I picked that intel, I asked all my candidates to scan their pink sheets. This woman, Ekwe Free, did extremely well. She managed to scan all. So as we speak, we have the scan copies of all the constituencies, the polling stations, the pink sheets.
But the returning officer says he wants the primary source of the scan documents, not the.
Well, that is the challenge that we have now, and we're waiting for the EC to take a final decision on that constituency. Then we know what to do.
Do you back any decision to have a rerun of that constituency?
We've done the elections already. We are done. This idea of having to rerun, I think we are not there yet. It's not an option I will go for. I mean, look at the stress we are going through, and you are saying that we have to start this all over again. If there is a way we can solve this, because the scan copies are copies of the original, and I think that it is up to the EC to establish the authenticity or otherwise of the scan copies. Otherwise,
if they don't have the original copies, how do they even authenticate?
No, but they issued, I mean, it's coming from a particular polling station. It's the EC that issued out the pink sheet. So they will have their, what we call, if it were to be a check, the stamp copy, you know, when you tear. So the reference, the serial number should be there. So they should be able to fall on that one to establish the authenticity of the pink sheet, of the scan copy that we have. Again, the presiding officers who sign, I mean, if you sign a pink sheet, you will know that I signed this. So they should invite, these are all, even though temporary, these are all staff of the EC. So they should be able to invite them for them to, you know, tell everybody whether indeed they signed those pink sheets or not. Otherwise, why do we hire them to work? So I think that the onus now lies on the Electoral Commission to take a decision, you know, that will serve the interests of all of us. So I think so far we've subjected them to too much stress, and I pray that we should be able to bring finality.
Subjected us also to
everybody, including ourselves too, including elections that, you know, ended sometime. We should have ended it by now. Anyway.
All right, thank you very much. So that was the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the NPP, Divine Agohom, speaking to us about his observations, what he thinks should be the way forward. 5 constituencies have been recollated and declared for the NPP, all of them for the NPP. Now, these include Obuasi East. I'll quickly run by you the figures from there. First, let me give you Tema Central, which has been declared in favor of the NPP's candidate Charles Forson. He polled 18,870 votes. E.B. Bright of the NDC, who had originally been declared winner at the constituency level, the Electoral Commission said that process was illegal. It did not follow due process, and so recollation has been done. E.B. Bright polled 18,815. Frederick Enieje polled 209 votes. That means that Charles Forson is now the Member of Parliament elect for Tema Central. Let's move on to the ICYMI Adredri constituency. The Majority Chief Whip, Arnaud Dompre Frank, he polled 29,640. Patrick Tete polled 92. Philibert Fume, he polled 29,433. He is the candidate for the NDC. Kojo Golo, he polled 61. Mustafa Rashid polled 80. That also means that Frank Arnaud Dompre, the Majority Chief Whip, has retained his seat. He is the parliamentary candidate elect for Nsaom Adredri and is expected to be sworn in into the 9th Parliament. Now, I'll take you to the Obuasi East constituency now. Patrick Boachi Yadom, he polled 18,558. Samuel Abuaje of the NDC polled 18,539. Patrick Boachi Yadom is the NPP's candidate, and Ejay Owusu Efriye polled 424. By virtue of this, Patrick Boachi Yadom has been elected a Member of Parliament for Obuasi East. Now, this is ChannelOne TV. This has been our live coverage of the 2024 general elections. I'll give you figures from Ahafo Anu North. That was also in dispute. That has been settled by the Electoral Commission today. Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe of the NPP, after recoalition, polled 20,353. Kwasi Edusei of the NDC polled 20,232. Per this recoalition, the NPP's candidate, Eric Nana Ajiman Prempe, has been declared winner of Ahafo Anu North and is expected to be sworn into Parliament, into the 9th Parliament, come midnight of 6th of December. This is our live coverage of the recoalition exercise currently ongoing here at the Electoral Commission's regional office here in Accra. My name is Charles Osukumi. You are watching ChannelOne TV, the election bureau. All through morning, we've been here. We've covered all the chaos that ensued, especially at the Tema Central Coalition table, where the NDC's candidate, E.B. Bright, and with support from the Member of Parliament for South Dai, Roxy Nelson, Dafia Meko, disagreed with the recoalition process. Their issues was that the Electoral Commission had intended to just recollate, just add up the two polling stations that had not been added to the original coalition. But according to the FMF, the court had ordered that a recoalition be done. And so he had expected that all the pink sheets from the various polling stations would have been recollated. So he disagreed with that process and left. When he left, the presiding officer, who had earlier told us that he was not going to continue with the recoalition exercise because he had felt that his life and that of his family had been threatened, and so he was not going to go ahead unless, of course, the NDC were present and a compromise had been reached between the two parties involved in the matter, and a clear way forward has been achieved. Then the recoalition exercise would continue. And so he also left the recoalition process. He gave his name as Brobe. He left the exercise, and the recoalition was done by deputy returning officers, who later declared Charles Forson as the Member of Parliament-elect for Tema Central. Aside that, there were also issues with the Okankwe Central Constituency, also related to pink sheets. The candidate for the NDC, Baba Sadiq, who had earlier been declared winner during the original coalition, which was done on December 7 and 8, he said that, well, he disagreed with the process that was ongoing at that recoalition table because the pink sheets, the master pink sheets that were presented by the Electoral Commission had figures different from their own pink sheets given to them by the copies of pink sheets given to them by the Electoral Commission. And so they did not trust the integrity of the process and could not stay with it and partake in what was going on. So he also abandoned the processes that was ongoing here. That continued, and Mr. Patrick Boama, the Member of Parliament, sitting Member of Parliament, has now been declared the Member of Parliament elect for Okainkwe Central. Initially, we had received reports that the NDC were not going to be present at all. Actually, when we got here in the morning, we did not find any members of the NDC taking part in the exercise. But later, some of them came in, Baba Sadiq, E.B. Bright, Dafia Mekpo, and then later some of the party executives. Rashid Tanko himself was here, the Deputy Director of Elections and IT of the NDC. He was here to observe the process, just showing his displeasure at some of the processes that were ongoing here. All of them have left currently. You can rarely find people from the NDC taking part in this exercise at the moment. So I am going to go over the constituencies that have been collated already. 9 of them were supposed to be, are expected to be recollated today. When the Electoral Commission restarted this, recollation exercise, there were about 12 of them. There was Fantiankwa North, there was Suhum, and then there was also Akwatia. All of those have been declared in favor of the NPP. Now, because of security breaches and the inability of the police to, as it were, provide security for the Electoral Commission officers, that's according to the Electoral Commission, that exercise was also truncated. So, following deliberations between the Electoral Commission and the police, even though the police say that they have intel that party supporters have been told to amass at these collation centers, they have gone ahead and provided security for this exercise to continue. So we're left with 4 constituencies. We have Ablekuma North, we have Ahafo Southwest, Alwyn, and Dom Kwabenya. So these are the 4 constituencies that are currently left to be collated. So I imagine, Mr. Bill, it's been a good day, sir. Yeah, we spoke to you earlier in the morning. You were determined to go ahead with this recollation exercise. We've done 5 currently, right? Mr. Banobio is the Director of Electoral Services at the Electoral Commission. How has the process been so far?
Oh, the process has been smooth, and we are working on the remaining 4. Hopefully, we'll get through all of them before the close of the day.
What are these 4?
We have Techiman South. We have
Ablekuma North.
Domi Kwabenya. We have Ahafo Southwest. And then Ablekuma North. But Ablekuma North, we are not going to do anything about it now. We'll hold it here for Commission to make a determination as to the next line of action.
Okay. So yes, because the returning officer has truncated the process. He says he cannot continue because he doesn't have the full complement of the pink sheets. You're the Director of Electoral Services. What is the way forward for Ablekuma North?
As I indicated, the Commission will make a determination on that position. So I wouldn't want to take the wind out of the sail.
Yes, but in that determination of the way forward, is there a likelihood that there will be a rerun of Ablekuma North?
It will be the outcome of our interaction and the outcome of the decision that the Commission will take. So from here, I cannot say either yes or no. It's something for management to decide, not at my level.
I just spoke to the chairman of the NPP in Greater Accra, Divine Agohum. Now, he's indicated that the commission can find ways of recollating Ablekuma North without necessarily going for a rerun. He says you can use serial numbers, you can use signatures. Are these processes that the commission would consider?
As I indicated, let management decide. I wouldn't want to go there.
Thank you very much. As Mr. Banobio indicated, the remaining constituencies include Techiman South. I earlier mentioned our win. Forgive me, it's actually Techiman South. I've seen the Member of Parliament of Techiman South, Ajemen Sakosa, around. He's not currently in the room, but I think I just spotted him outside. So Techiman South, Ablekuma North, Dom Kwabena, and Ahafwanu Southwest are now the 4 constituencies that remain from the 2024 general election that was held in December, on December 7. So these constituencies remain, and we expect that by close of day, the Electoral Commission would have concluded with the coalition of these constituencies. So Ablekuma North currently has been truncated. The process has been truncated. We're told that the commission will make a determination on Ablekuma North later. The other 3, we're confident that by close of the all of it should have been recollated. So this on my left is the table for Dom Kwabena, and then on my right is Ahafwanu Southwest, where the coalition exercises are currently ongoing. This is Techiman South, I believe. Excuse me, sir. Techiman South, right? In Samadweji is already been concluded in favor of the majority chief whip, the Honorable Frank Anna Dompre. If you just tuned in, this is ChannelOne TV. This is our live coverage of the 2024 elections, continuing into late December, where we're having to recollate results, parliamentary results for some outstanding constituencies. Originally, there were about 12. The Electoral Commission recollated results for 3 constituencies, Fantiakwa North, Akwatia, and Suhum, and declared those results, the results for those constituencies, all in favor of the NPP, and the process was halted and has now resumed today, where 9 of them were expected to be recollated, but Ablekuma North has been put on hold because the returning officer in charge has left because he says he couldn't continue with the process anymore, and referred the recollation exercise to the Electoral Commission to make a decision because they didn't have the full complement, about 62 pink sheets to make the full complement of the electoral results. So that is one of the 9. Also, Tema Central, that has been declared already in favor of the NPP's Charles Forson. Obuasi East has also been declared in favor of the NPP. And Suwama Duedri has also been declared in favor of the NPP. Ahafwanu North also declared in favor of the NPP. Tema Central, the latest constituency to have been recollated and redeclared, also declared in favor of the Member of Parliament for the Okankwe Central, Patrick Boama, who just left the premises a short while ago. In your short, leaders of the NPP having conversation. The Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the NPP, Agohum, having yes, having conversations with his people. There is also the majority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin. He's been here since morning, trying to observe the process, marshal his people as the recoalition exercise goes on. It's been a difficult moment for the majority leader. He's been trying to push through some bills and some tax waivers in Parliament. He has been met with stern opposition from the minority. Unfortunately for him, after 6-7 December, he will be in the minority, and he needs experienced hands. If he is going to be retained as leader of the NPP caucus, he needs experienced hands to help him lead that group. So having Patrick Boama by his side would be very important for the majority leader and member of parliament for Afutu Alexander Afenyo-Markin. So, Chairman, I imagine this is Techiman South. All right. So this is the Techiman South. This is the Techiman South table where they are collating for Martin Ejit Mensah Kosa. I've just seen him come in. Martin Ejit Mensah Kosa, the member of parliament for Techiman South, and the Minister for Local Government, Martin Ejit Mensah Kosa, hoping to retain the seat in Techiman for Techiman South. Remember that in Techiman South, in the year 2020, there was a declaration in favor of the Honorable Martin Ejit Mensah Kosa, and the Electoral Commission said at the time that once declaration had been done at the constituency level, and that was it. Nothing else could be done, and any aggrieved persons were supposed to go to the High Court and seek redress. Mr. Benjamin Banobio, he explained that he actually replied the critics who say that if that process was upheld in 2020, why has it not been upheld again in 2024, where declarations have been made at the constituency level, but the Electoral Commission is going on ahead and recollate and redeclare at the national level? Well, he says that in 2020, that recollation exercise that was declared for Ejit Mensah Kosa followed due process. He says it followed due process and was legal. However, the ones that have been done during this 2024 are not legal. And so the onus is on the Electoral Commission to recollate these results and declare winners. Looks like the recollation for Techiman South has been done, and so it will soon be declared very soon. Well, I get indication that the Member of Parliament for Techiman South, Ejit Mensah Kosa, has been declared the winner. He's standing by with the majority leader. I'm waiting for the returning officer to come and make that declaration. Excuse me, sir. Who's the returning officer here? The returning officer. Okay. All right. So we're all waiting with bated breath, waiting for the returning officer. The returning officer here to come and declare the results for Techiman South. Is now putting everything on the summary sheet, and then This is still ChannelOne TV. This is our live broadcast. This is a live broadcast of the recollation of outstanding constituencies. Live broadcast of recollation of outstanding constituencies here at the Electoral Commission here in Accra. We have already collated 5 constituencies. The 6th one is almost done, which is Techiman South. That is almost done here and would be declared very, very, very soon. The 5 constituencies that have been declared are Obuasi East for the NPP, Tema Central for the NPP, in Swam Aduadri also for the New Patriotic Party. Also, Okankwe Central has been declared for the New Patriotic Party. Outstanding constituencies currently are Techiman South, which is almost done. Domikwabenya, and then Ahafo Ano Southwest and Ablekuma North. For Ablekuma North, that entire process has been halted. The returning officer cannot continue because, according to him, he does not have all the pink sheets available, and so he doesn't have documents as a basis for the recollation exercise, and so that has been halted. He is referring the matter to the commission to make a determination and a way forward for Ablekuma North. So these are the 4 constituencies that are currently remaining here at the Electoral Commission's regional office here in Accra, where 9 outstanding constituencies were scheduled for today. Currently, 5, close to 6 have been done, and the rest remain. It's looking likely that by close of day, the 3 and blocking me from seeing the figures, I'll just tell you that the Honorable James Akosa, he is here. He's here with Majority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin, and they are confident that they will be declared winners of the constituency, which is Techiman South. And they're all waiting with bated breath for the returning officer to finish filling the summary sheet and come and make the declaration. So this It's still live coverage on ChannelOne TV. Since the elections began, even before the elections began, we have been your authoritative channel for everything election, this Ghana election 2024. We have brought you all the angles, everything you have needed to know concerning this election, dedicated a whole website to election coverage, elections.citynewsroom.com, where you have all the data, all the analysis of previous elections, including this very one, just to give our viewers the best experience when it comes to election coverage for the post-election processes. No one expected for them to drag up until this time. Today is the 21st of December. That's about 2 weeks after the December 7 elections, and we're still having to deal with constituency elections that are outstanding. And the Electoral Commission has been working with all the other stakeholders, including the National Election Security Task Force, to complete these coalition processes, and it's looking confident and likely that by close of today that will be done, except for Ablekuma North, where the process has been truncated. So looks like the Ahafwano Southwest constituency has been completed, and so we'll now take the returning officer.
2 candidates filed for nomination, and at the end of the day, they went through successfully. So at the end of the poll, as the name appeared on the ballot paper, Elvis Osei Sandapa, at the end of the poll, had 16,058. Abubakar Sadiq had 15,372. The total valid votes, that was 31,430. Rejected ballots, 242. So the total vote cast was 31,672. Now, if you look at the total votes obtained by each and every candidate, Honorable Osei Sandapa had more votes, which is 16,058, than Abubakar Sadiq, who had 15,372. So by the powers vested in me as returning officer for Ahafwano Southwest constituency, I hereby declare Elvis Osei Sandapa as MP-elect for Ahafwano Southwest constituency. I so declare. Thank you very much. Representing New Patriotic Party, NPP, and Abubakar Sadiq also represented National Democratic Congress, NDC. My name is Kojo Kankam, KK for short. Thank you very much.
All right, returning officer for the Ahafo.
No, we only thank God. It's prayer.
But leader, let the new member of parliament elect talk to us. We want to hear from him. We want to hear how he feels. He looks happy. Hello, sir. Honorable. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, it's been a long journey. It's been a long road. Finally, it's been declared in your favor. How do you feel?
All I can say is transparency has been ensured. Thank you very much.
You're coming into the ninth parliament. What are we expecting from you? You look like a young man. What are we to expect from you in parliament?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The constituents are watching. They are listening.
Like I said earlier, transparency has been ensured at the end of the day. Thank you very much.
All right, so that was the new member of parliament elect for Ahafo Ano Southwest. That declaration has just been done in his favor, and congratulations to him. I'm trying to get the. Right, so the Member of Parliament elect for Ahafo Southwest, Elvis Osei Mensah Dapa, he polled 16,058 votes. His contender, Abubakar Sadiq, polled 15,372. So Elvis Osei Mensah Dapa, Member of Parliament elect for the NPP, on the ticket of the NPP for Ahafo Ano Southwest. That brings the number of total constituencies declared to 6. Looks like finally Techiman South is complete, and the presiding officer is ready to declare that also. We'll hear from him now. Hello, sir. First of all, you tell us your name, and then you do the declaration, sir.
My name is Amati Ajauto, Techiman South Returning Officer.
Camera, please look in the camera. Yeah, look.
My name is Amati Ajauto, the Returning Officer for Techiman South Constituency. Buni East. Techiman South Constituency, Buni East. And after the collation, these are the results for the Techiman South Constituency. Please, this, I can't see from. Martin Kwaku Aje Mensah Kosa obtained 46,663 votes. Christopher Baire Baswente obtained 43,429 votes. Donko Moses obtained 140 votes. Boyong Idris obtained 76 votes. Total valid votes are 90,308. Rejected ballots are 844. Total vote casts are 91,152. Issues with 2 polling stations. They are DA Primary School, Bamri. They have 657 voters. Islamic JHS, Abu also have 481 voters. If you add them up, you get 1,138 voters in these 2 polling stations. And they have issues. So even looking at the votes for the individual candidates, even if all the 1,138 voters in these 2 polling stations vote for the first runner-up, that is Christopher Baswente Bayire, still Martin Aje Mensah Kosa will still lead him by 2,996 votes. I said, there are issues with 2 polling stations, and they are DA Primary School, and they are excluded from the valid votes that are casted. Bamri has 657 voters. Islamic JHS Abuaso has 481 voters. If you add them up, you get 1,138 voters. And as I said earlier, even if all these voters vote for the first runner-up, that is Christopher Basunte Bayre, still the winner, who is Martin Ajay Mesakosa, will still lead him by 2,096 votes. With the power vested in me as a returning officer for Techiman South, I therefore declare Martin Ajay Mesakosa as the MP-elect for Techiman South.
Whoa!
The candidates had Martin Ajay Mesakosa had 46,663. Christopher Bayre Basunte had 43,429. Donko Moses had 1,140 votes. Sorry. Boyon Idris had 76 votes. We had 90,308 valid votes. Then 844 rejected votes. And then we have the total vote cast are 91,152. Thank you.